Welcome back to another episode of Rob Sports Center, man. So this is a video I was waiting to cover. So if you clicked on this video to hear my opinion, you see how I put the opinion about Aaron Rodgers being compared to Mike and Kobe, then you are on the right channel. So I'm not about to do all this talking. Let's get straight into this action, boss, just like Marshawn Lynch say. So do I have a problem with Aaron Rodgers being compared to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant? Absolutely not. So if those of you who are not familiar with it, a defensive lineman from the New York Jets I guess they was asking him about like what it's like playing with Aaron Rodgers, and he was just saying that playing with Aaron Rodgers, he was like playing with Aaron Rodgers, I guess, is similar to playing with Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. So here's the thing, right? So this is my opinion on this. So when I first seen it, I never felt no way about it. And keep in mind, if you guys don't know, I'm a big Mike fan, I'm a big Kobe fan. But when I first seen it, I didn't feel no way about it because I always say this, right? So this is what I'm trying to get them to say. So they were saying something about talent and skill, right? So they were saying that Aaron Rodgers is the most skilled quarterback. I was looking at this from Speak, by the way, too, the show with Joy Taylor, Shady McCoy, James Jones, and I forgot my man's name. I think it's Aicho or something like that. But at first, I kind of was looking at him a little side-eye because at first I was like, I like this cat. But then when he started talking at the beginning, I was like, man, this finna go completely south. But then I got what he was saying. But this is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. So check this out, right? This is my interpretation from that. Now, we have to ask the defensive lineman so we can get his opinion of what he was trying to get across. This is my take on that. When you look at Aaron Rodgers, take away wins, take away NBA championships, take away Super Bowl championships, take away NFL MVPs, take away NBA MVPs. Listen to what I'm saying. Please listen closely. When you take Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Drew Brees, Wayne Gretzky, Barry Bonds, Michael Phelps, Usain Bolt, Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather. When you take all of these guys and you put these guys at the table, right? These are guys that dominated, that was at the top of their sports, right? You put all these guys at the table. All of these guys are the same person in a sense. The only difference is the way that they pronounce their upbringing and the way that they pronounce what they're saying, how they convey it across the words, right? But it's all the same thing at the end of the day. It's all about the mentality. You have to think about it, right? So I don't take that as an insult. This is my thing, right? I always tell you guys, if you're not familiar with me, then this is my thing with it. I think the guys like Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Mike, Kobe, etc., all across sports should be honored and we should give them their flowers, because you don't understand how hard it is to wake up every single day and dedicate your life to whatever it is that you're doing, your craft in basketball, football, MMA, boxing, and to reach the pinnacle of those sports year after year after year after year, but keep getting up and going and chasing as if you've never accomplished any of that. Do you know how many people get complacent? Most people, when they get to NFL or when they make it professional, they get complacent. Most people, when they get a big payday, they get complacent. Most people, when they win their first championship or they reach a level of success that they desire, they get complacent. So for these guys to constantly to be getting big paydays, for these guys to constantly be breaking records, these guys to constantly be putting themselves in positions of championships after year after year after year, it shows you the mentality. It doesn't have anything to do with skill, because skill is so when we say athleticism, right? When we talk about, I was hearing them say about Aaron Rodgers is by far a more athletic or more skilled player than quarterback than Tom Brady. That's bullcrap. Now we can say more athletic. What classifies as athleticism? Being able to jump higher, being able to run faster, maybe being able to throw harder, maybe being able to throw from different angles, because Aaron Rodgers was doing a lot of the Patrick Mahomes stuff that Patrick Mahomes was doing before Patrick Mahomes came into the league doing it. So athletic wise, yeah, it's a lot of things that Aaron Rodgers, he's a by far better scrambler. Prime example, if you take it like this, look at every time that look at the Super Bowl when they played the Eagles, and look at the one year when he was with the Buccaneers and they played the Seahawks when Brady lined up as a receiver and ran around. And look at how goofy they looked every single time. If you didn't know any better, if that was your first time ever watching football, you would be thinking in your mind, this has to be the sorriest player on the field. But when you see him at quarterback, it's a completely different story. So you take Taysom Hill, technically, who is a quarterback. You could say that Taysom Hill is by far the most athletic quarterback in the NFL. This guy lines up as a quarterback. This guy lines up as a running back. This guy lines up as a tight end. This guy lines up as a slot receiver. This guy lines up as an outside receiver. This guy has returned punts and kick. So what other quarterbacks you know that's doing that, right? But that's what I take in terms of athleticism. Skill is just the craft, beating on your craft, the fundamentals things. That's all skill is. Every quarterback, the fundamentals is the same. Learn on how to throw the ball, how to put a spin on the ball. Now, some of them, it's many different ways to skin a cat, obviously. So we're not going to say that what Tom Brady does is the right way and what this person does is the wrong way just because of the results in terms of championship. Because here's the thing. When it comes to overall success as a team, we have to understand that it's far greater than just one individual. It takes a team. This is from Tom Brady. And you guys are going to hear me say this a lot. Tom Brady said that after he retired and he took that year away from football and didn't get into analytics and he was just watching from a fan's perspective, he realized that it's a lot of things that have to go right in order to win championships. And that's facts. So we can't say that Aaron Rodgers is less skilled or less of a quarterback than Tom Brady because of the lack of rings. You see what I'm saying? Because it's an overall team aspect. So you can't necessarily blame that, but I'm kind of jumping off topic a little bit, but I'm just trying to kind of get you guys to understand it because I was uncomfortable watching that video. You know what I mean? Because I couldn't understand Shady's and Joy's take from it. Like I understood James Jones and I understood Acho, but I just think that he was pronouncing it and he was kind of explaining it wrong. And I feel like the way to explain it was this way when we're talking about athleticism. You know what I mean? It's completely different from athleticism and skill. You got some guys that can jump out the fucking gym. You know, pardon my language. You got some guys that can jump out the gym, but it doesn't correlate to them being skilled and being able to properly break down running routes. You know what I mean? Or it doesn't turn into it doesn't work with their fundamentals when it comes to actually shooting. So those are things that's skill, athleticism are those things. Now they help them when they're dunking. That's it. But not what else other than that. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to get across. But also the thing is, I always say, all these guys that I just named, man, we can go. I'm talking about, man, if you want to go from acting, if you want to go to Denzel Washington, you want to go to Will Smith, if you want to go to music, you want to go to Drake, a guy who's been at the top of the game for a decade, even with Lil Wayne, at the top of the game for a decade. It all comes down to mentality, man. Eminem, like all these guys, everything that you look at in this world, and you see guys that's dominating. I'm talking about dominating. I'm talking about they're here and that competition is here. And a lot of times we try to make it so much more extraterrestrial, saying that like, oh, this guy right here he's just different. Bro, it's not at all, actually. If you look at this guy, he's probably no more athletic than the guys that's under him. The only difference is his strongest muscle is this. His biggest competitor is this. And he defeats this on a day-to-day basis, on a week-to-week basis. So, that's what it is. When I looked at that, I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think that they were saying, oh, they're trying to compare Aaron Rodgers to Michael Jordan and Kobe. And it's like, bro, that's an impossible comparison. These are basketball players, and this is a football player. These are two shooting guards. This is an NFL quarterback. So obviously, we know we're not comparing them into that. And then we're not saying that they're not saying that, oh, he's a greater champion than Kobe, or he's just as good as champion. We're saying mentality-wise, these guys that we're talking about, they require and demand perfection from themselves. And that's what I said. I made a video prior to this one, and I was detailing the whole Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson thing. And people were saying, was that something to worry about? No, that's what happens when you play with people that has that mentality. And it ain't got nothing to do with MVPs. It ain't got nothing to do with Super Bowl championships. It has everything to do with here. That's what happens when you play that. And then you got to understand like this, right? So it could have been something that Aaron Rodgers seen, and he's trying to get an understanding of it, saying, hey, man, check this out. In that particular coverage, man, don't break that route off right there. Sit in those soft spots. Look at what Travis Kelce does with Patrick Mahomes. Sit in those soft spots, man. Don't go all the way through. If you got to open, sit it down, and I'm gonna get it to you. So those are the things that great players that comes with great players. You know what I mean? So that fight or that altercation, even you see Aaron Rodgers smiling in the video, man, it ain't nothing to worry about. That comes with territory. But am I offended, or do I have anything to say negative about Aaron Rodgers' name coming up in conversation with Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant? Absolutely not, man. And I'm pretty sure if you asked Mike, or if Kobe was still alive, you would ask Kobe about it. Kobe would have felt the same way, man, because they see similarities in each other based off how they approach said sports, man. But that is it for this video, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you feel some type of way about it, let me know why you feel some type of way about it. And if you don't feel no type of way about it, also let me know why you don't feel no type of way about it. And if you agree with me, just say facts, I agree, and we can kind of keep it pushing at that. But that is it for this video, man. If you guys did enjoy this video, do me a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure you subscribe. When you subscribe, make sure you click that post notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload. And just like I just said, when we was talking about the greats, right? Here's another great. Just like the GOAT, Drizzy Drake, like I said in this video, said in one of them songs, man. I'm coming back to back with these videos. I'll see y'all next video. I'm out this thing. Peace.